Well, good morning from Raymer Wood, my YouTube friends. It is the day after Thanksgiving. Yesterday morning, I split quite a bit. Trying to get quite a bit done, empty my trailer as quickly as possible. We got some roof repairs coming up. I know that we're gonna need the dump trailer. But I do have a 1/6 of a cord pine delivery this morning. I only have 2 customers that want pine, but they love it. What's good about the 1/6 of a cord delivery is I can keep my trifold on there. That's nice. It's the 1/3 of a cord delivery. That's when I have to take my trifold off because I can't fit it all in there if I leave my trifold up there because it goes above the bed rails. So my one and only customer that orders pine firewood absolutely loves the pine, absolutely loves it. So he convinced his buddy, that was his old neighbor, to get some pine from me. His buddy ordered a 1/6 of a cord hardwood, which is mostly oak. Yeah, I think it was mostly red oak is what I sent him last time, delivered to him. I asked him if he wanted to try the pine this time because his buddy loves the pine so much. He was like, yeah, let's do the pine, because I don't charge any different for the pine than I do the hardwood, because it takes me the same amount of time. Yeah, it dries faster. It does. It dries faster. And it burns quicker, but it takes me the same amount of time to process it. Regardless of how long it takes to dry it, it still takes me the same amount of time. And my splits are small. Y'all can see, even my pine splits are pretty small. I've got some cedar mixed in there, some juniper mixed in there. See if I can find you this piece of red. You can see it. I don't have a whole lot. But most of the sizes are like, that's not tiny. But this stuff right here is super nice, especially since I put the cover on it. Nice and dry. I'll show you. You can probably see it right here. That's that cedar. I don't have much in there, but the cedar pops like crazy. I use it for kindling and it's like a fireworks show. This has got some bark on it, but I do have some pieces in there that don't have the bark on it. Like that right there. Look at that. A little green bug. A little green feller. Just a little piece, but listen to this. Look at that. Look. That stuff is fantastic. So I fill up the bed of my truck. Y'all know, you can see from there maybe. Can you see the light? Yeah. So basically to the top of the light right here. That's where I fill it to. That's for 1/6 of a cord. Trying to figure out what's going to be best. It's probably actually going to be best for me to start down here. So, probably won't show much of this because it's boring stuff. So boring. I'm going to fill the back of the bed of my truck up first, and then do the splitting. Ooh. Sometimes you get a little surprise under there. Sometimes. You know? Man, they were having a good time in that knot right there. They were having a good time. That's a big old piece right here. Red oak. Okay. This is going to be some good stuff here. The chunks are good for keeping my roof membranes down, for sure. All right, I'm going to knock some of this stuff off. It's really cold this morning, y'all. It is in the low 30s. Low 30s. Whew. What's good about the bark though of this pine is that it doesn't last as long as the hardwood on the ground. It just breaks down a lot quicker. That's a little feller, that little piece right there. I'll give it to him anyway. Nice, beautiful cherry.
All right, y'all, so that is the end result. I have red oak, 3/4 of it's red oak, and the rest is cherry, finished with a cherry on top, as you can tell. I was planning on just chucking all this stuff, a little meat next to the meat on the bark. This is all debarked, all this stuff. But I just, I just love the cherry and I rarely get it, so I decided to keep everything. I'm keeping it all. And I had 2 pallets only to work with. That's all the pallets that I have out here in the wood yard. I had a large re-roofing job recently, but the guys accidentally threw all the pallets away. It was about 5 or 6 pallets on the job, new pallets. So there we go. It's on cinder blocks. That way, hopefully, the pallets will last longer. I don't know how well it's gonna hold up because everything out here is uneven. Uneven ground everywhere. So that is my tower slash pyramid slash cone, whatever you want to call it. Raymer wood, red oak with the cherry on top. Leaning towards each other. Put some in the middle here, just at the very bottom, just because grass will grow in between the 2 stacks if the sun is hitting in that area. So that's why I did that. We shall see if the Leaning Tower can behave itself and stay in one place. Boy, that would be magnificent. Hope y'all have a great Thanksgiving weekend. So blessed out here. Look at all this beautiful firewood the Lord has provided. Yes, for myself, my friends, and my family. All good stuff. Thank you, Lord. Have a great weekend. And remember, it's Raymer wood. Don't forget, y'all. Don't forget. Raymer wood. It's just the right size.